Work moves fast. Every email, report, and proposal counts. That's where Grammarly comes in. It's your one place to think, write, and finish. Grammarly's AI agents help you find natural phrasing, fine-tune tone, and confidently write wherever you work. It's the premier writing tool that 93% of users trust to get more work done. In a world of generic AI, don't sound like everyone else. With Grammarly, you never will. Download Grammarly for free at Grammarly.com.
I want you to picture this. While you were tucking your kids into bed last night, Manus AI just became the fastest company in history to hit $100 million in revenue. 8 months, 0 to 9 figures, and here's the kicker. Meta just bought them for $2 billion. Yeah, that's billion with a B. Because while ChatGPT answers questions, Manus AI actually does work for you. I'm talking about autonomous AI agents doing things like building websites, creating apps, and running your entire side hustle while you're at cheer or football practice. This is not future fantasy, ladies and gentlemen. This is happening right now, and most entrepreneurs have no idea they're about to miss the biggest make money with AI opportunity of their generation.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
What is up? What is up? What the hell is up, my Dark Horse friends and family? Welcome back to another episode of the Dark Horse Entrepreneur AI Escape Plan, where we break free from the grind, share some AI-powered tips and side hustle strategies, and support my amazing parents out there who are chasing freedom like modern day trailblazers. And if you happen to know someone that dreams of ditching the grind or starting their own little side hustle, but they still make time for bedtime stories, go ahead and forward this episode to them. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the AI revolution as we do here all the time, but we're going to be talking about rewriting the rules of entrepreneurship and how one tool is turning parents into digital moneymakers without ever having to learn any code. Okay, here's the 3 things I want you to come up with today. I'm going to be revealing why invitation codes to this AI tool were selling on the black market for as much as $14,000, what that should tell you about the opportunity that's sitting in front of you right now. Second, we're going to discover the 7 specific use cases that are generating real passive income for solo entrepreneurs who can barely even turn on their laptops, including a disposable app strategy that I think is just pure genius that can recover 25 to 50K installed revenue. And then third, I'm going to show you exactly how to position yourself ahead of the curve before this no-code AI technology becomes so mainstream that the early adopter advantage completely disappears. Okay, so here's what I don't think anyone else is going to tell you about the AI revolution. And I've mentioned this a couple of times. I really want you to hear me here. You are not late. You're still early. But let's be honest, the window's closing fast. Let me paint a picture for you that might make your blood boil and maybe even make your heart race just a little bit. Let's say it's Thursday evening. You're Jessica. You're a 36-year-old project manager. You're a mom of 2 or a dad of 2. And you just finished yet another soul-crushing 10-hour day when your phone buzzes and it says, "Sorry, we need you at tomorrow's 7 a.m. call. Mandatory, ... Your heart sinks. Why? Tomorrow's your son's school assembly. You know, the one that he's practiced for the past week, maybe even for a month. The one that he has begged for you to be there every single night. That night, you tuck him in and he says, 'Mom, you can be there, right?' You smile and say, 'Of course, sweetheart. You know I will.' But inside, your stomach twists up in knots because you're not sure you're going to be able to keep that promise. Yeah, sound familiar? Now, let's imagine this instead. It's the same Thursday evening, but you're not checking your corporate emails. Nope. You're watching your AI agent instead. Yeah, your AI agent. And it's built a complete client management system for the consulting business that you launched 3 months ago. While you're there helping with homework, it's over there creating landing pages. While you're making dinner, it's processing client intake forms. And while you're tucking those lovely little nuggets into bed that night, reading bedtime stories, it's generating the next month's content calendar. By the time you kiss your kids goodnight, you've made more money than your old job paid you maybe in a week. And tomorrow, you will be front row at that assembly, cheering your little nugget on because you are on your own time. This, my friends, is not fantasy. This is what's happening right now with tools like Manus AI, the autonomous agent from Butterfly Effect that achieves state-of-the-art performance on the GAIA Benchmark, and it runs, I believe it's on a Claude 3.7 Sonnet. And here's the crazy part. Most people do not even know this tool exists. Okay. Let me break down exactly how this workflow automation works, because the details matter when you're building your own escape plan. Let's talk about 7 different revenue streams here and dive into this a bit more. Revenue stream number 1 could be the 10K website revolution. Remember back when building a website meant finding a developer, waiting for weeks, and spending thousands of dollars? Well, my friend Stephanie was in Mexico recently. She's a non-technical person, and she's always putting off building her own registration page. That night, after being shown Manus, she went back to her room and built a complete website, including Stripe integration. Everything, all the bells and whistles, by herself in one evening. Here's your step-by-step. Go to Manus and create your account. Select Build a Website. And then let's go to voice to text. Go ahead and hit that microphone icon there and say something like, build me a website for your business in your city. I need a homepage, services, about page, and a contact form. Make it modern and make it clean using, insert your preferred colors. Use this URL as a reference and then give it a competitor site URL. And then let it go to work and watch it in real time. Open up browsers, write code, build pages, add copy, and then you can give it feedback, again, using voice. Make it more minimalistic. Reduce the homepage text. Make the call to action button bigger. Oh, don't forget to put the phone number somewhere on the page so it's clickable and it will dial the phone number. Right? And then connect your domain and you're live. What used to take 2 to 4 weeks and cost $3,000 to $10,000 now takes 20 to 30 minutes with this no-code development approach. You feel me? Okay, let's do revenue stream number 2. Apps without developers. Yeah, this was kind of personal for me. Back in my, 30s, I had heard of an idea for a property management software. I believe it was called Greenlight. They had spent months and nearly $4 million before they even knew if anyone would pay. Delays, scope creep, bugs that sucked the life out of everyone in the project were all involved in this. Now, you can build the same thing that took them months in the time it takes to go out and eat lunch. Here's the process. Okay, you're going to write your app plan, right? What I mean, you want to put a little bit of data down there in front of yourself to get ready, right? You want to answer questions like, who's the customer? What features do you want to have? And how do you want things to flow? Then go to Manus, select Develop Apps. Again, let's go to voice prompt and say, build me a client intake app for my consulting business. Clients create accounts, fill out an onboarding questionnaire, they upload documents, and they see project status. I want it to be clean, and I want it to be professional. And then you can include any drawings and screenshots as attachments and give it some references. Test it and give it feedback. Iterate to make it what it is you want. Get the deployment link and start sharing it with your clients. Yeah. Now, I know you can build disposable apps. These are tools that you might use for as little as a week or a month for any specific project or task that you have that you need to get stuff done, but you want to do all the rigorous grunt work, and then you just kind of check them aside. It used to be unfeasible for this because it would take time and money. Now you could go into a platform like Manus, create the tool that you need to use it for the short time period that you need to use it, and then just chuck it into the digital recycle bin. Why? Because it's worth the time and the cost for the short-term need, because you can create it so fast and use it so easily that it saves you time as opposed to costs you time. These SaaS-style tools can generate you some serious passive income if you find the opportunity to help others with them. Someone says, man, I wish someone could do this for me. You're like, I could create that for you. And they're like, really? You could do that? Yeah, just pay me $4.97 or whatever. You whip it together for them, send them the link, let them use it. When they're done, just chuck it, whatever. You feel me? Okay, let's go to revenue stream number 3. This is the content machine that never sleeps. Content creation, I think it used to mean staring at a blank screen, brainstorming for hours, being inconsistent because, let's be honest, the process is a little exhausting, right? Or hiring someone to do it all for you and paying through the nose. So now one prompt could get you 30 days of pre-validated, engaging content and marketing material. Here's your system.
Meet Christine. She loves shopping. And this is the sound of fashion overload. Too many fabulous things, not enough space. So Christine started selling with The RealReal.
I've always loved collecting designer pieces. Gucci bags, Prada heels. But my style keeps evolving. Selling with The RealReal? Game changer. I earn more, and they do everything.
Seriously, just drop off your items or schedule a pickup. We handle the photos, descriptions, pricing, even shipping. You just sit back and watch your items sell fast to our 38 million members.
And I get peace of mind knowing I earn more selling with The RealReal than anywhere else.
Exactly. That's the sound of your closet working for you. The RealReal. Earn more, save time, sell fast. And right now, you can get an extra $100 site credit when you sell for the first time. Go to therealreal.com to get your extra $100. Therealreal.com. That's therealreal.com.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Go into Manus and click Wide Research. And then, as always, let's go into voice prompt, or you could type it in, whatever you want to do, and say, I run a, whatever your business type is. The target audience is, tell it who the target audience is. I want you to research the top 20, give it your niche, creators on Instagram and YouTube. Find posts that significantly outperform their average. Use those patterns to build me a 30-day content calendar for Instagram and LinkedIn or whoever you happen to use. Include post ideas, hooks, captions, best posting times, and focus on, and then give it the 3 main topics you like to focus on. The key, and hit enter and watch the magic begin. The key here is, and I don't want you to miss this, is you're telling it to find the outliers, the content that performed exceptionally well, that outperformed their average, and to use those patterns. You're not copying, you're just being inspired by what worked really, really well. Okay? Let's go to number 4, competitive intelligence. So competitive that it feels like cheating. Okay. Andy Grove, Intel's founder, once said, only the paranoid survive. Intel stayed on top because they knew what competitors were doing, sometimes even before the competitors knew what they were doing. So let's use your competitive advantage here. Go into Manus and click Wide Research, and then give it a prompt like, using my 5 main competitors, and give them the list of the 5, pull their pricing, positioning, customer reviews, social media strategy, ad campaigns, and website structure, and then deliver a comparison spreadsheet and top 5 opportunities where my business can differentiate. And then you can watch as it scrapes websites and it gathers the reviews and it pulls the social media content and scans the ad libraries, and then you get the differentiation opportunities in a nice, sleek presentation. What used to take researchers 10 to 24 hours of research, now you're going to get in like 30 minutes. Guess what? You could do this for other people. Hello, you feel me? Okay, revenue stream number 5, hiring while you sleep. Yeah, most people post jobs too late, and then they get flooded with desperate resumes, and they spend 15 to 25 hours processing all those applications that come swarming in, while the best candidates just seem to poof, disappear, okay? So here's your hiring system that you could do for yourself or for someone else. Jump into Manus again and tell it to create a form for me to fill out that gathers everything you need to find my ideal candidate. I want the role, the skills, the experience, the location, the hours, deal breakers, nice to haves, and salary range. And then fill out the form. And then let it scan LinkedIn, Indeed, and rank candidates by fit. It will review the names and the LinkedIn profiles and the experience and give you fit scores. And then you can have it draft personalized outreach messages to each of your top picks. You feel me? Yeah. You got to think outside the box. Instead of waiting for applications, you could be proactively recruiting the best people that are already out there, maybe just thinking of looking for a job, haven't quite sent that resume. 45 minutes of work saves you, I don't know, $5,000 to $10,000 in recruiting fees. Now let's take that one step further. Let's say you get that thing working so well, you decide, I'm going to turn this into an app. And then you go out there to other folks and say, hey, you want to pay $97 a month or $197 a month for access? Again, there are recruiters out there charging thousands to find qualified candidates, and you just made it easy for them. Anyway, that one could go any number of places. Let's go to revenue stream number 6, lead generation on Autopilot. I can remember, early in the Flowtown days, there were teams with multiple monitors that were out there scraping LinkedIn and looking at the directories, copying information into spreadsheets. Yeah, soul-crushing work, 40 hours a week for maybe, 100, 110 decent leads. So let's create your lead machine. Go into Manus and do wide research and tell it to find me 200 your target businesses doing $1 to $10 million of revenue in the US or whatever country you prefer. For each, find me the CEO or marketing director. I need the name, the email, the LinkedIn profile, the company website, save it in a spreadsheet format. Connect Gmail connector, then do the second prompt. Draft personalized 3-sentence emails to each lead referencing something specific from their LinkedIn or their website. Send the first batch as a test the response rates, and then refine the process over time. What used to take 36 to 40 hours, now it takes you 1 to 2 hours with proper API integration. Okay, so let's go to number 7 here, reviving dead deals. We're going to dive into some areas that some folks don't think about. Every business loses about, 30 to 50% of its deals to leads that just kind of go dark, kind of disappear into the nothingness. Not because they're not interested, but because they're bored of just checking their damn messages all the time. Okay, and so here's what you're going to do. You're going to go create your, let's call this your revival system. Give Manus access to your CRM or download it into a spreadsheet, and then use a prompt like this. Find all the open deals with no reply or activity in the last 30 days. You change that number as you see fit. For each, analyze the last touch point, figure out why that went cold, draft a personalized re-engagement email, reference to previous conversations, find an article that adds value solving a pain that they mentioned, and do so in a friendly founder tone, and don't be salesy. And hit enter. Review the emails it spits out, tweak them a little bit so they sound like you, set a recurring monthly calendar block for revive dead leads, and watch as you recover $25,000 to $50,000 in stalled revenue or ghosted revenue. Now, again, what if you could do this for other folks? Huh? You feel? Yeah. See, look, I've been in this game long enough to know the difference between hype and reality. And this isn't hype. This is just probably one of the biggest shifts in how business gets done since the internet itself. I mean, AIs in general, but certainly products and tools like Manus. But here's what I need you to understand. The gap between people using AI and people still thinking about it is getting bigger every day. While you're debating whether this is real, other folks are out there already building their escape plans. That's why I created the AI Escape Plan newsletter. It is your roadmap to more money, more freedom, and more of what truly matters, your family. Each week, I deliver practical AI-powered strategies on how to start and grow and streamline your AI side hustle, all designed to protect your family time while still boosting your income. Do not let another week pass by with you left wondering, what if? Sign up now at darkhorseinsider.com and start building your freedom today. So here's the bigger picture of what most people, I think, are still missing. We're witnessing the democratization of technology creation. Let that sink in for a second. For the first time in history, the tools to build sophisticated digital products are available to you and me, anyone with an idea and with an internet connection. So this really isn't about AI tools. It's about that fundamental shift from, I need to hire someone to build this, to, I can build this myself. We're moving from a world where technical skills used to be the barrier to entry, and you had to find someone who had them, or you had to teach yourself. We're moving into a world where imagination and execution are becoming our only limits. So people who understand this shift, who embrace it now while everyone else is still hesitating, they're the ones who are going to own the next decade, maybe the next 2 decades, because they're building businesses that can run themselves. They're creating income streams that work around their family schedule, and they're proving that you don't have to choose between being present for your kids and building something meaningful. This is bigger than side hustles. This is about redefining what's possible for the hardworking parents that are out there in the 21st century. The future belongs to the parents who stop asking, can I do this? You can. You need to start asking, what am I going to build first? And then just build it. So here, all that said, here's your whiskered wisdom for today. Before you go to bed tonight, go to manus.im and create your account. Don't overthink it. Don't plan for the perfect project. Just dive in there and build something. Build something small. Build something stupid. Who cares? Maybe it's a simple landing page for an idea you have. Maybe it's a basic app that solves some stupid problem in your daily life or in the job that you're currently going to. The goal here is not perfection. The goal is proof. Proof to yourself that you can create, that you can build, and that you have the power to change your circumstances. Because once you see what you are capable of with these tools, everything changes. Your confidence shifts. Your possibilities expand. And your escape plan? Yeah, it starts to become real. The $2 billion acquisition of Manus isn't just a business story. It's a business signal. It's the market telling you that autonomous AI agents are, in fact, the future of how work is going to get done. You can wait for the future to arrive, or you can start building it yourself today. You can keep trading hours for dollars for someone else's dream, or you can use those tools to build your own. The choice is yours. But remember, every day you wait is a day someone else gets ahead of you. With that, I'm going to leave you as I always do. Think successfully and take action.
Hey, my Dark Horse entrepreneurs, thanks for investing your precious time with us today. I know that between soccer practice and bedtime stories, every single minute counts. And that's exactly why I created the Dark Horse Insider, your weekly dose of digital marketing strategies, all designed specifically for my busy entrepreneurs, especially my busy parent entrepreneurs. If you're ready to turn those small pockets of time into profitable momentum, head on over to darkhorseinsider.com. darkhorseinsider.com and join our free newsletter, because we Dark Horses do not just run the race, we change how the race is won. Until next time, think successfully and take action. darkhorseinsider.com.